The monk Tang Sanzang, journeying westward to obtain sacred scriptures, along with his 3 disciples, led by the Monkey King Sun Wukong, arrive at a town located in Lion Camel Ridge. The town's inhabitants have long been terrorized by demons led by the Lion King, Elephant King, and Bird King. Sun Wukong agrees to help the people and negotiates with the demons, securing their promise to leave the town in peace. However, the Bird King not only breaks the oath, but also kidnaps Tang Sanzang, knowing full well that consuming his flesh grants immortality. The story of Sun Wukong's battle with the demons of Lion Camel Ridge is one of the key episodes in the novel Journey to the West. However, filmmakers adapting the Monkey King's adventures have rarely chosen this particular story for feature-length adaptations, leaving it largely confined to full-length serial adaptations of the book. Perhaps this is because this part of the novel lacks significant events, making it challenging to build a full-fledged film with complex drama. The entire plot can be summarized in just a few sentences. Nevertheless, the creators of the online film King Fight Lion Camel were undeterred, even by the potential high costs of the project, where all of Sun Wukong's adversaries are represented by intricate computer-generated models. The film was released on online platforms in the fall of 2024, but it appears to have been shot much earlier, around the same time as the 2022 film Monkey King, which also starred the renowned action actor Miao in the titular role. The 2 films share several producers, and it seems they aim to breathe new life into the Monkey King franchise. At one point, there were so many Monkey King films that audiences grew tired, leading to a decline in such productions. However, the 2022 Monkey King did not become a blockbuster, which likely undermined the producer's confidence in King Fight Lion Camel, a film that feels like a walking compromise. It seems the original vision for the film differs significantly from the final product. The creators likely faced budget cuts, forcing them to finish the film as best they could, and then spend a long time in post-production trying to save on the planned CGI. While the result isn't entirely poor, the cost-cutting is very noticeable in scenes where CGI monsters interact with live actors. Overall, the film is challenging to watch because the action scenes hint at interesting ideas and impressive camera work, but the execution clearly falls short due to budget constraints. The screenwriters chose not to deviate too much from the classic story, with 2 notable exceptions. First, they introduced a new character, Xiao, the leader of the town's defenders, who seeks revenge on the demons for the deaths of her father and sister. Second, and more intriguingly, they completely flipped the original moral of the story. In the novel, Sun Wukong is forced to show humility and seek help from the gods to defeat the powerful Bird King. In the film, however, the enraged Monkey King pummels his enemy like Hulk smashing Loki in the Avengers, and Buddha descends to the mortal world not to aid Sun Wukong, but to stop him from exacting vengeance. Chinese audiences have always been highly critical of online films, and King Fight Lion Camel provides plenty of fodder for criticism, including the involvement of Miao, who has earned a reputation in recent years as a very selective actor. The film was met with, to put it mildly, a lukewarm reception. However, if one sets aside all expectations and views it objectively, not everything about it is bad. In fact, it serves as an excellent illustration of the half-empty or half-full glass principle. Yes, the CGI is far from top tier, but it is more visually impressive than in many online films. Yes, Miao has starred in more successful projects, but that makes his participation here all the more valuable. Yes, there have been many Monkey King films, and King Fight Lion Camel pales in comparison to the best of them. But for those who miss Sun Wukong, it's far from the worst way to spend 75 minutes of their lives.